Hello, my name is Henry Paez with House in San Diego Realty. I am here today to talk about the collapse of our economy and how is it that it will affect not only all our nation and the world, but you, me, my friends, my family, and my community. Real estate prices are plummeting, maybe for the first time in history. What we all thought that was a rock, something that will never happen. Our houses, the most important asset that we have, suddenly starts losing value. And we want to blame somebody. We've heard the world blaming the Wall Street, blaming the greedy companies, the bankers, the lenders, the realtors, everybody. And it's really nobody's fault. We can't blame Obama for what is happening. We can't blame the Democrats or the Republicans, and none of them. I think if Obama wasn't in office and McCain would have won, it wouldn't be much different what the government would need and try to do. The problem that we're seeing is basically caused by demographics itself. Our baby boomer generation, a term that we've grown used to hear about because it's the largest generation that ever walked the face of the earth, right now is the one that is affecting our economy. If we go back and look in this 1970, we had Jimmy Carter in office and the economy started experiencing terrible inflation. Interest rates went up to 18, 19%, something ridiculous, something that everybody blamed on Jimmy Carter's performance. But it wasn't but the baby boomer generation coming of age and going into the job market, generating income that was disposable income because all baby boomers were living at home with mom and dad. So if they got $1,000 in their pocket, they would go and spend it over the weekend. This huge spending generating the largest rate of inflation that we've seen in many years. Not interest rates, not any controls by the Federal Reserve could do anything to save us from that inflation. Now we're experiencing the opposite. Okay, a few years back we had a huge boom like never before in real estate, and it was caused by the same baby boomers going into the 40s, late 40s, in which typically, statistically speaking, that's when men tend to be at the peak of their spending years. And that's when we saw all the McMansions flourish, all the real estate flourish like never before, okay? Now the exasperation of the collapse of Wall Street because of the bond issue and other economical factors exacerbated what comes next in the stage of the baby boomer generation, which is reaching that age where the men traditionally start saving for their retirement and stop spending and be concerned about the winter of their lives. And that happened at a massive volume. See, this collapse of the Wall Street finances exacerbated the baby boomer belief in their future. So that fear generated and caused everybody to stop spending money and save as much as possible for their retirement. If we look at that, that's a very reasonable thing to do, but as a nation and the world, that's something that impacts everybody, because we have 78 million people basically deciding not to spend any more money or not to waste money. So we're not going to change that. It's not a matter of convincing baby boomers that we should start spending again, because that probably will not happen. So we need to live with that. We need to create our strategies to reflect that. Okay? Don't fight it. In the case of our homes, I know that you and I and everybody, we're struggling to try to make ends meet. We're facing hardship. We probably have a risk of losing our jobs. We have reduced our income for one thing or another, and in many cases we owe far more to the banks than what our houses are worth, and that increases our level of strength to a level that is going to eventually affect our health. Many of us just hang in there because we feel it's the right thing to do, because we were educated to do something that if we sign the document and we promise to pay, we need to follow through, and that is very reasonable. Now, what we are here to talk about is the expectation of this, of what's going to happen in the near to medium term in our lives, and how to protect ourselves, our families, and our retirement. Now, if we're thinking that the whole problem is going to go away at the end of the year or next year, this is not going to happen. Demographics show that the next generation that will be able to substitute that has the sufficient size to substitute the baby boomers is what is called the eco-boomer generation, which is even larger than the baby boomers. It's 83 million people. It's huge. But they won't reach that age where they will influence the economy until 2020. That is 10 years from now. That is not next year. From now to 2020, we might see our economy going into deflation, inflation, a wavy and kind of a crappy behavior, and then basically by 2018, 2019 we'll see a recovery, and probably 2020 we'll see the economy boom again. But we really have to think about our short-term plan, because if we have something that is bleeding our wallet, it will probably kill us by the end of the decade. Okay, the baby boomers created the McMansions, created all this excess in housing. Now the baby boomers are taking it away, and like I tell you, we can't blame them, we can't blame anybody. It's just the way the world works, and we should be okay, just that we need to act and accordingly and be one with our environment. We have a plan to help you. You're not alone, and I know that you're stressing and you're facing hardship, but if you allow us to help you, we probably have some options that will help you save your house from foreclosure, will help you plan your future better and be prepared for this next 10 years, and allow you to thrive and live a happy life and be with your family while we take care of your business. Visit www.houseinsandiego.com, all one word, www.houseinsandiego.com, or you can email me, henry@houseinsandiego.com. You can also call me toll free, 888-4545-888, and we will be more than glad to help you. Remember, this is something that we're all in it together. It's nothing that you did wrong, anything that you need to feel embarrassed. You need to take care of yourself, your family, your future, and your retirement. And if you don't plan accordingly today, you might be depleting your chances of retirement. Call me. I look forward to hearing from you.